What's up, guys? It's Broman. We're back in Destiny after what seems like a really long time to discuss some things that are super cool and coming soon, I assume, you know, because it's next week. Of course, we're talking about the Age of Triumph, and I know what you're thinking, like, Broman, listen, I haven't been here in a long time, and you suddenly made a Destiny video. What the fuck? You fucking listen, you fuck. First of all, thanks for coming back. Second of all, let's talk a little bit about what Age of Triumph is going to do for everybody in Destiny leading up to Destiny 2. One, it's going to provide a whole bunch of fun stuff for us to do. Two, it gives a pretty tentative timeline about when things are going to be happening for Destiny 2. We'll get into that maybe in another video. And three, it's bringing back all the old raids. So we're on our way to the Vault of Glass right now, and we're going to talk about what in particular that means for the gear. Now, I know that you can go ahead and say, but Broman, you're hypothesizing at this point, but let me tell you, alright? Every single elemental primary from every raid is coming back. It's been shown in every video. It is the key catching point for whether or not people are really going to engage with the old content again. And believe me, if they were to bring back Vault of Glass and Crota without the Fatebringer and, you know, pick a Crota weapon, I don't know, let's say the fucking Fang of Ute being elemental primaries, people would be pissed. I would be pissed. I would be sad because it wouldn't really be a victory lap. It would be a victory kick in the balls. So, here's what I'm telling you. On the 28th, which is when the Age of Triumph is dropping, we are not only going to get back our raids, the old raids coming up to the current light, we're also going to be getting back all of our old gear. I know what you're thinking, but like, what about my favorite X weapon? Yes, all of it. However, I have a hypothesis, and I've been touting this hypothesis for a long time. If they're going to reintroduce these elemental weapons, the elemental primaries in particular, how are they going to do that without breaking weapon balance? And the answer to that is actually pretty obvious. And I'd like to point it out to you. As you can see, every primary in the game, minus these old guys, they don't have elements, right? They're element free. But there are a couple of primaries that still hold elements. The most notable, and the one you're probably the most familiar with, is the Zalo Supercell. So my hypothesis, suggestion / guess on how they're going to bring back all these elemental primaries is they're going to make every single one of them exotic. That means Fatebringer would be exotic. That means Vision of Confluence is going to be exotic. What that would mean the Fang of Ute and the Void. What's the Void pistol? I can't even remember the name of it. Word of Crota? Yeah, Sword. They would all become exotics, which would actually be really cool. It would do a couple of things. One, it would mean there is finally a set of exotic weapons in Destiny that you can only get from raiding. But bro, man, what about the blue and the doodly doo? Right. So there's a big difference between one weapon, you know, Mythoclast, you know, Necrochasm, yeah, you know, Touch of Malice, which is technically a quest weapon, and of course, our super friend, the Outbreak Prime, which is also more of a quest weapon that requires raiding. Those are cool, but one of the things that made raids unique, special, and important in year one of Destiny was that they were one of the only weekly events that you could participate in, because there was no 3 of coins, that would net you exotic weapons. So not only is the introduction of this system smart, but it's more of a return to the way things used to be in Destiny. Primarily, doing raids becomes one of the core ways for you to get exotic loot. Because right now it's not. You know, exotic loot now happens from doing crucibles or strikes or whatever the hell you want. Popping some 3 of coins and you got your fucking smiley shit. But now, you're going to have to go back into VoG. You're going to have to go back into Crota. You're going to have to go back to everything and get your elemental primaries, and they're going to be exotic. It's a reason to raid again, and I think that it is something that the community has desperately been needing. In times where competitiveness is the only focus of a game, we all tend to turn on each other and get a little grumpy, and I know we've all seen that on the social media forums and all that other stuff. on the Twitter and the videos and all that goodness, you know, people are mad. They care only about whether or not a weapon's time to kill in Crucible is good. They don't really want to give a fuck about whether or not you want to do Atheon, because there's nothing there anymore. Hopefully, and this is my biggest hope for the Age of Triumph. Almost said Rise of Iron, guys. Almost did it. So my biggest hope is that with the return of this, we sort of get some balance back in the Force, as it were, when it comes to Destiny. So we can all start getting along again, focusing on some cooperative activities every week, instead of blowing each other's face off in Trials of Osiris. That's how I'm feeling. So there you go, guys. Those are my elemental primary bets. Thanks for watching today. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. We got a lot to talk about. But Broman, you mentioned Destiny 2 timeline. Yeah, I absolutely did. I guess we should talk about that next, huh? Let's talk about that next. I'll catch you guys next time in Destiny. Peace out, and I fucking love you all.